for that kind of stuff.
That's still
Months out,
really
though?
quick.
Months out is pretty. Oh, for Aki.
I think most of us
boss strikes in
expected
that are,
like. I think we mostly expected next year for multiplayer.
No, definitely not next year. Before the end of this year, I was thinking everything except for full level cap increase. There's not much more to add
There is
except for those systems.
Decorations.
Decorations. Honestly, I'm not too worried about decorations. I feel like it's going to be easy for me as a client programmer to do. It might be difficult for the server, but for me, it's going to be pretty easy. I'm not even tripping on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, multiplayer is going to be huge, especially for the server, right? So,
Very.
Welcome to the stream, guys.
and
Just wanted to get
there's
that
probably going to be a pretty big downtime, like quiet time with not too many updates once we release the guilds and boss strikes, because we need to focus a little bit on like maintainability of the code and stuff like that. Like we've been going pretty fast with these updates, and that's just to get this stuff out to you guys and make it interesting to play, right? Because if we don't have updates, then it's going to get kind of stale. But also, if you do updates without like fixing the code, it starts to get a little bit unwieldy. So I'm personally going to push for a little bit of time where we get to work on improving the code. So that's probably also why he said months out.
Oh, at least you sort of got some framework.
I mean, at least we have. That's good to know that we'll have boss strikes in the meantime, though, while occupations are being worked on.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're going to, I can see them like making that a better system overall. The occupations and raids, like making it more functional. Because I mean, you really just get resources and you look at other people's base, but that could actually be a more core component to the game if you change it so that everybody can raid your guilds and stuff, raid your base and stuff, other than like a side quest component of occupying and gaining resources.
Yeah, I don't know how married we are to allowing everybody and anybody to occupy your base. For example, you have to work out how people can even discover your base, right? Is there going to be like a occupy a random player button or something like that, or how do you even do that? Like friends, how do you make friends in Battle Nations? You kind of meet them off the game, maybe on Discord, and you're like, hey, let's be friends on Battle Nations. I'll send you, here's my tag or ID or whatever, right? So
back in the day, it was PvP and guilds.
Yeah, random PvP, right? Like you can friend somebody who you fought in random PvP where you were matched based on your strength or whatever. But we don't have that, right? We don't have we probably won't have it for a really long time, because that's going to be probably the most difficult feature of the entire game. Period. Right? Is live PvP, synchronous PvP, right?
Okay.
And so if you don't have that, how do you discover friends in game? Well, you kind of can't, right? You have to, meet your friends outside of the game and then kind of connect in the game. And then also, with the guilds and everything like that, there might be some guild discoverability features, but maybe not, right? Maybe it's going to be like a Discord first thing for now. So that's why I'm like, don't get too married to the idea of, we're going to get, random people occupying random other people. It might happen. It might not.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like we need to get a little bit more serious about the design if we're going to do that, especially about discoverability.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty exciting feature, though. Whether that's going to happen or not, something's going to change. It sounds like.
Oh yeah. I mean, the other thing is, we still have to, get you guys your Patreon units, right? And that requires some tools, right? Because right now we're just using Battle Nations, assets from the original game. All the units that were in the original game already have all the art made, and it's already in the format that we need to animate it in the game.
Right.
So we gotta do a little bit of work to get you guys your Patreon units too. So that's gonna take some time.
At least you have the ability to now give it to us already, since we got the young mammoth. So that's done.
Well,
Giving
isn't the young mammoth the unit that was already in the game? In terms of art.
Yeah, I'm just saying, at least from your system's capable of not only giving nanos like through the Patreon, but you'll be able to. You already have that functionality to give units too, so you don't have to create.
Yeah. It's easy to give players existing units. It's just new units that weren't in the original game. There's currently no way to get them in, even though they might be done from a design standpoint, but from actually putting them in the game, we need a little bit more work on that. So that's another thing we have to do, because we got to give you guys your units that we promised you. Good thing we didn't promise a certain date by which you would have them. So it's kind of like, well, you'll have them eventually, right?
That's convenient. Okay. I'm kidding.
Like, I
I just upgraded to Mammoth.
Oh, nice. Thank you for the support.
Yeah. I was hoping to get it yesterday, but I guess I'll wait.
Oh, but you were waiting for the month to roll over so that you don't get charged for May.
No, I'm just teasing. I was saying I was hoping to get my units yesterday when I bought it.
Oh, I
was just
see.
teasing.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, I would
A little
love
Boris
to get that
banter.
How you guys liking the diamond tank design?
Looks awesome.
It kind of looks more like
I like
ice than diamond to me. It looks like an ice tank.
Take a look
That's
at
the
it
first
again.
thing we said. Also, like an Arctic tank reskin.
Yeah. It'd be great if it did cold damage. Then it would really be.
Not a bad thing. It still looks clean.
Right? Has to be.
I was gonna ask, are you guys allowed to share information or anything on like attacks and stuff you guys have thought about for it?
I don't know. I'm not really involved in design. I usually just skip those meetings, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I love programming. What can I say? It's my passion, so I pretty much just focus on it.
Well, that's good.
Well, I'd hate to have someone on the dev team that doesn't like programming. I feel like only
I
bad
mean-
things will come from that.
There are a lot of people that don't put it behind that.
Yeah.
Not on this team, but in general.
No, even on the BN team at Madrona, we have quite a few people who don't program, because when you say developer, you don't only talk about programmers. There's artists, there's managers, right?
Right.
There's people who do things other than programming. So, like for example, Reed, he's an artist, and he does not want to program because he doesn't, that's not his thing.
Yeah, I hate the. I mean, I've done the programming. I'd rather do the programming than the artist. For me, it's hard to be creative. Come up with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then you got to think, like, there's artists who kind of come up with their own ideas, but in game dev, usually the artists just kind of do what they're told by the designers, and same with the programmers, right? Like, it's not like you have a lot of room for creativity when you get told, well, this is how the game needs to be, so do it that way. And it's the same thing with the artists. They get direction, like they get art style direction, they get critiques and change requests and all the same things that programmers get. It's just that they have a lot of experience making things pretty, and I have a lot of experience making things work. So
Yeah. What's your dev experience? About how long again?
Well, don't you have my LinkedIn? Didn't you add me on LinkedIn?
I don't have your link. I don't.
That wasn't
look at
you?
anybody else.
Looked like somebody exactly like you. Hold on.
I know who it was. I remember he was in my chat that we got that arranged. Forget who it was.
Somebody looked exactly like you, added to my network, and I was like, hey, that must be Gunby, but apparently not.
Nope, not me.
Oh wow. But yeah.
You just added something.
Oh well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like I use LinkedIn anyway. But let me go to my profile, because it's like the most accurate representation of my work history. So yeah, Z2 Live was my first job, May 2011 to September 2012.
That's
1 year
crazy.
and 5 months. Game and tools
May-
programming for the iOS game Battle Nations.
Wow.
And so then I have had 0 gaps in my employment history until now.
0.
So May 2011. How many years is it? It's almost been
14 years, something like that.
Yeah, a little over 14 years. Yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much experience I have. Not, I mean, but if you count college, which I would count the last 2 years of college as programming experience, because at that point I had already learned how to do it. I went to DigiPen Institute of Technology, which is known as the Video Game University or Video Game Institute. Learned how to make video games there, so
Quite the
let's
extensive
say
back.
16 years of experience. Yeah,
Dang, yeah. It's nice.
yeah.
You bring quite the crowd in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's either it's not me. It's-
Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's early in the morning too for a lot of us.
yeah, it is early in the morning. I never stream this early.
It's
I think
actually
after
early-
you said that you opened to discuss and things, everyone was fucking jumped in here.
I'm in Mountain now, so I'm not even in your time zone, Gumby.
Yeah, you're an hour what behind?
Or, no, I'm an hour
8:59?
earlier. It's 9 a.m. for me. Yeah. Oh,
It's
shit,
11 p.m. here. I was about to go to bed.
7 p.m.
Okay.
Australia.
Oh right, Australia. That's you. I didn't recognize you.
Yeah.
With the,
Oh, the new name. Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Yeah, I
this new
changed that
name you
quite a
got
bit.
going on?
It's a table flip. I find it pretty funny.
I see it.
But my name is still Gord underneath
I
it.
see it.
it says Smackers, or if your prophet.
if you-
is there.
If you go to @me, it'll come up as Gord. This table flip's just a nickname for this server.
Yeah.
Level are we at, boys? What level?
Ugh, don't get me started. I am doing bad this month. I'm only 36.
Dang. Level 38 on both accounts, bro. Come on.
Well,
37 on my main. Fuck. I'm slacking.
yeah, but have you guys got all your resources and T2 resources to level 10?
Definitely
Yep.
not.
On
I'm still
both
working on
accounts.
them. Well, I started leveling up my 47 Morgan houses, so I've got to start on them.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Morgan House.
yeah.
That,
It takes up like 30% of my base.
wait, you spent almost 5,000
Yes.
animals on Morgan houses?
Yes, it's efficient. It's such an eyesore, but it's efficient.
Alright, what about the compound though? That, I mean, at level 10, my compound gives me
Definitely not. Definitely not.
3,438 XP.
Definitely not.
No, let's do the math here. How much does one Morgan house at level 10 give in terms of XP?
550 XP
Alright, hold on. Let me write that.
per 4 hours.
But also remember, yeah, it's also taking up half the population. So for every compound, you can have 2 Morgan houses, and the
Yeah.
nanos is less.
And the compound also only provides once a day.
Alright, so
Even-
550 per 4 hours, right?
Yeah,
And
for
that's
5
a-
population.
4 or 5 pop. Well, I don't care about pop for now. Let's just say, let's do the
Okay.
This seems like an unfair comparison.
so 3,438 per 24 hours, right? That is the so. Morgan is that.
It's more.
Let me just copy paste this to ChatGPT and ask him what what's better.
You probably don't even need the numbers. Since Battle Nations is public now, you can probably just ask him. What's
Yeah,
better on
but-
Battle Nations, Compound or Morgan House? I wonder how accurate of an answer you'll get.
Probably not very accurate.
There's not much in this game anymore. Just the wiki.
Well, they might have, yeah, they might have data.
It does have the
in
wiki, but even some of the
Yeah.
wiki is outdated.
Okay, so actually, the winner's still the compound. Not counting population.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
3,438 per 24 hours, and the Morgan's house actually gives 3,300 per 24 hours.
I'm sensing
Yeah.
some bias here.
If you collect it every 4 hours, but who does that? Nobody, literally nobody, because you're not going to wake up in the middle of the night when you're sleeping and collect it that time. So you're only going to collect it, you know. So it's
Let's say you collect it 4 times. You still, I mean, you can have two. You can have 2 Morgan's houses for every 1 compound. So even if I collected half the possible amount of collections, it'd still be above the compound.
Yeah, but if you're not gonna buy like all the Morgan's houses that you can possibly buy in order to make all of your housing Morgan's houses, if you're not gonna do that, then the compound is probably more efficient. But let's actually compare the costs. I forgot what the cost. Let's see.
A lot more for a combo.
Compound is
It's
12.
like 10x.
Yeah.
12 more.
I can go halfway to a 13. Can I get half
No,
an XP?
Boris is like, now let's not even count the nanos.
Yeah, let's just
pure
ignore that
numbers.
part. Yeah.
So the compound costs 1250. Morgan's house costs 100. And
I feel like this is a clear-cut winner here.
Let's skip one.
This guy's gonna die at his side with the fucking compound.
All right, let's see what ChatGPT says. Cost efficiency and a missed collection of a Morgan's house. Because we're going to say that you collect it 1 fewer times than you can because you're sleeping for 8 hours. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Winner Morgan by far. Even missing one
I could have
collection,
told you that.
10 times better return cost. So the Morgan's house gives slightly fewer XP overall, but it's better. It's a better usage of nanos essentially by about 10 times. All right, there you go. So the compound is absolutely better if you just compare 1 to 1, but in aggregate, Morgan's house is better. So there you go.
Yeah, but having
I'm sure-
one
I'm sure-
compound in the base would look pretty cool, so I might just get one.
I think
I'm
Boris has a
just gonna let
compound,
you
don't
have
you?
this one. Just let him have.
I
this.
feel like he's really fighting for it, hey?
No, I love the compound because it has the best description of any building in the game, and that's why I bought. I didn't buy it because I want the
Cool
experience.
description.
My favorite description is the extra large warehouse.
Oh, let's see. What is that one?
By
Resources.
ignoring all workplace.
I remember that.
Oh,
one.
sorry, it was the high capacity vault. My bad.
For
No,
you hoarders,
fuck,
well,
I'm really butchering this. Okay, there we are. The large
Go ahead,
warehouse.
Boris. Wait, let him read it now.
see, the large warehouse allows you to store blah, blah, blah. How do we handle more stuff with even fewer people? By eliminating all safety measures and ignoring workplace injury lawsuits. That's pretty funny.
Right. Yeah.
I think there was a pretty funny one on the warehouse as well.
I don't know.
I think they've both got pretty slow comments.
Read the compound. It's just brilliant. I mean, I know who wrote it. It was Taylor Danes. He was the
Of course, you know.
so
funny.
Taylor Danes was our lead designer for Battle Nations in 2011, 2012, and going forward. He works for Starform now, like making some 3D game that I don't care about, but yeah, he's great. He's the one that has the cat that Burface is based on. And if you go to his
Oh.
Facebook page, I mean, here, let me show you guys. Oh, I'm not logged into Facebook on here. Oh well, screw that idea. I gotta log on to Facebook. Who knows how that works? Philip Howe, huh? I remember him.
Yeah, there's a few Z2 and old staff members in the main server, isn't there? But they're right at the bottom. You have to scroll for a bit to get there.
Yeah, so James McDonald, he's the original artist, not like the lead artist or the concept artist. He was the guy actually painting the units that would go into the game, and then a guy named Liam would animate the paintings that he made. So
That's nice. Do we have
Hold
someone
on.
for the future drawings already, or no?
What's that? I'm sorry.
We have someone for the future new units. Who did the plasma mammoth and the
Oh, that was
Diamond
Reed
Tank?
from Madrona. He's the one that did the
Okay.
Plasma Mammoth and Diamond Tank. I think either him or Jazz Chicken. I don't know. One of those guys.
Oh, I thought Jazz Chicken was a
Jazz
server dev.
Chicken.
No, Jazz Chicken is he does a lot. He does like art design, things like that. Other just, it's a small company, so everybody kind of has to do multiple things. Hold on, let
Oh,
me show
but
you.
I'm sure Alex has got that covered. I can imagine he does quite a bit.
Let me show you the cat that the Purface is based on. Hold on. It's straight from the Facebook page of the designer. I'll just take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, I think you might be screwed for third Indominus.
What?
I was reading chat.
Yeah, he's got someone in his chat.
He's in our guild too, actually, so I don't know why he's in here.
Yeah. Okay, that cat looks as mean as the one in the mission. So that checks out.
Well, that's Purface. No, that's who he's based on. I don't actually know this cat's name, but it's not Purface.
It'd be funny if it was.
Yeah.
Rename.
Overdue.
Yeah.
Bud Kitty.
God Kitty, yes.
Oh, you guys know about God Kitty? How do you know about God Kitty?
Bro, Alex posted a
Alex showed
simulation
it.
with it like years ago.
Oh,
And
really?
it had him doing attacks with like 10,000 damage.
Yeah, God Kitty
I
is,
think it was just him testing the battles. But
Yeah,
it was
God
funny to
Kitty-
watch.
is an unobtainable unit that exists in the game that is basically for debugging. So he has like all these attacks, and each one of his attacks, he has 4 of them: single, square, row, column, and everything. And they just do just the most damage you can possibly imagine, so that you can test battles really quickly.
I think
Great way
Peacekeeper
of
does
using
that
a cat
too.
for it.
It's like something
Yeah.
similar right now, huh?
Yeah. I just
many
want to see
people
someone
know.
do it to the AC.
Oh yeah, that cat can kill the AC in one shot, the AS in one shot. It doesn't matter. And not only that, but nothing can attack it at all.
How much HP
Well, I
does
know
that?
that in the mission. It's in the mission. You can't attack
I
it
don't know.
either.
Let me. I have to reopen my Unity. 1 second.
Yeah, there was a mission where you have to groom it.
There's quite a few missions on Purface that got pretty annoying early levels actually. Just littering your base with infestations.
Yeah. Well, that Purface is not the one that's God Kitty. There's multiple Purfaces.
I wonder if Net is gonna play anymore.
How is Nat going? He might have submitted.
I heard he's at
Oh,
8.5
well, yeah, this is
last.
4th deduction today. Damn, people really are claiming like anything they spend. Like, these aren't even much.
Okay, I'm here to answer your God Kitty questions. You said how much HP does it have? Only 100, but like I said,
Yeah, can't be attacked.
it can't be attacked because okay, so damage is just 10,000 basically. Line of fire, oh, that's for the one space. They all have the same kind of 450 offense, 100% armor piercing, 1,000 bravery, 240 defense. Yeah.
Stats are forever captured on my stream now. If anyone wants to go back and reference it. Lol.
1,000 bravery. Yeah, sounds like a cat.
Forgot you were streaming.
Do I need to cut some info out?
Nah, it's fine. What's the worst that can happen? I get sued for all my money? Whatever.
Oh, damn.
I
Probably
figure
not a
you
way to
haven't
look at
released probably, yeah, things you shouldn't be talking about. I don't think you've said anything you shouldn't be talking about.
Oh, there
No.
he is.
Everything I've talked about, and that's why I asked you, like, hey, can you show me exactly where Alex said what? Because if he said it, then I can say it, you know.
Right.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
What's up?
What's going on, everybody?
You like being in that YouTube chat, don't you?
What's everybody's gold count at?
8 point something mil.
Had to stop. I was smoking too much.
You're beating everybody in here except me
What's the current best way to get gold?
in the comp.
Shelters.
No, I mean without like literally every 5 minutes having to collect.
Morgan houses are pretty good actually. And they're only just shy of shelters. Like when they're max level.
And that's better than
You
any
mean,
shop
like-
or battle.
I'm not. I think Sandwind branches were pretty good, but we've had 2 level increases since then, so I'm not sure.
In what sense, though, are you talking? Like, are we talking like from an encounter per hour or what?
Well, yeah, that's so. Like, the question is this: if I only could do one thing in Battle Nations, and that's either collecting taxes or collecting shop rewards or I don't know, battling something, what would be the best way to get gold? If I could
I
only
would
do
say
one
logging in every hour and killing your raptors and boars, and then whatever other encounters you got. That'd be the most time efficient.
thing. Yeah, that's
then
what I
collecting
figured
whatever.
too. Yeah, because those raptors and boars, they give like sometimes 15,000 gold per battle, and a battle is about a minute, maybe 2 minutes if you get unlucky. So, but what about like naval encounters? Are those worth it?
Those take
Yeah,
too long. I
For
think.
sure.
They do take
They're
a while.
worth-
If you have
But-
M10s, they're not
Well,
too
compared
bad.
to what I'm doing, like if you compare it to what I'm doing at Trunks, they're definitely more efficient than Trunks.
Yeah, because
per-
Trunks
per
give
minute.
1,000, and then naval battles give 5,000, right? And then boars and
Well, now they give
raptors-
over 10.
Really?
They scaled, yep.
Is that for like level 37 or level 36?
I think 36. But
Yeah,
don't quote me on it.
36. Yeah, because I'm level 36 and I'm getting like 10, sometimes more thousand per naval battle.
If you have M10s, they go by pretty quickly as well.
They are
Really?
tougher though. I lost 2 M10s.
What rank are yours?
3.
Really?
Oh shit!
You're losing them?
I'm kind of on autopilot mode right now though, so that's why I'm losing them.
Okay, that's fair. How many do you have?
I've had to buy more, but I have 5 now.
Okay.
I'll probably get a few more too.
I forgot that Battleship M10 gets promoted at level 36. Is it worth promoting to tier 3?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
That
Absolutely.
immediately got
I've had
put
it
in next
already
month's
tier 3,
requirements.
but yeah.
I was in a similar boat that you were, Boris, with my M10s instead of like you had with your heavies, where you had them a rank higher than the level requirement. And yeah, the rank 3s are definitely very nice to have.
All right. Well, I gotta grind some gold because I only have 14,000 gold.
I've seen people with less, don't I?
I mean, I had 0 gold yesterday because I bought something with nanos that cost gold. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have enough gold, so I just bought the gold with nanos.
Yikes.
I couldn't relate, to be honest.
Hey, look, you know, if you're a whale like Gord, and you have a trillion nanopods, then why not? You know, why not hurry some stuff?
I've still got that gold from before nanos were a thing as well. I don't think I've actually ever dropped below like 1 million.
Yeah. It's funny because like you were doing like the exploit stuff before anybody else was, and you basically got away with it, and other people didn't.
Oh, I stopped very early. I only did it till like the end of alpha, and then I stopped.
Yeah, I mean
And then-
that's why.
Black Membrane fucking abused the fuck out of it.
But you know, I figure like it's all good. Like when you have extreme pressure on guild members to be number one, you know, you're gonna get some people in the gray area who
The line definitely gets blurry at some points.
Yeah, for sure. It's just funny because now some of the devs think that MM is like the cheating guild, but I told them that I'm in it, so they're like,
I am streaming, Boris.
That's okay.
I
I
think
had to mute the audio.
I think all of Jonah Generals labelled us that way before the devs.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it's not a secret. It's not a secret. But it's also like kind of a joke. So I wouldn't.
it's not necessarily a secret, but it's definitely not confirmed until now. Well, it's not. It is confirmed, but it isn't.
On the post the guild tag.
Well, I mean, if you guys like look through the various times that exploits were like figured out by the devs, MM has been involved in quite a few of those.
Yeah.
But have I ever been involved in any of them, huh? Have I, Boris? Huh?
I think-
Have I?
Well,
I
if you
think
have
like 98% of this guild hasn't. We had one guy convicted of macroing. We didn't even know he was.
If you count
And,
animation canceling, maybe.
So animation canceling is a really interesting case because like you were saying with like the lines getting blurry, it's not only blurry about like, you know, who's doing what or, you know, what is exploit versus not exploit, you know, it's the nature of the exploit as well, and it's kind of hard to know because remember when everybody was doing animation canceling, what was the reaction of the devs? Kind of like, you know, it's fine. And so the reality about exploits is this: if they're unfair to where like some people can use them and some people cannot through no fault of their own, then that's when people get a little
Exactly.
people get angry, right? Because it's not fair. So the animation canceling, like anybody can do it. It's not even that hard to do. And it also has a downside as well. And so like when you're encountering an exploit and deciding whether or not, you know, to take advantage of it, you can't just say, I will never ever take advantage of any exploit no matter what, period. Because then you might accidentally do it. For example, the if you guys remember the XP bug for the field agent, right? You couldn't avoid that exploit if you wanted to use your field agent. So you would, if you really never want to use exploit, you're going to have to just like change your game style to never use any unit that happens to have a bug, right? And you know that's impressive, right?
I guess you can kind of draw that line between exploit and bug then. So, I mean, you would say what the gold is more of an exploit than a bug, even though it is a bug too, but then you see that line lean more to the exploit side and to the bug side.
So it's like I actually don't really fault anyone for using an exploit if they think that it's a fair exploit, and that's probably why we've been so lenient. Like I know that people feel like we weren't lenient, but like if you look at it at the big picture, Madrona has been quite lenient when it comes to exploiters, and that's because, you know, the line is blurry, right? You don't really always know if what you're doing is exploitative or if it's just something that everybody has access to, if it's fair or unfair, right? You as a player don't always have visibility on that.
Well, that's why I always clarify. Like before I used and I think AP clarified too. Before we were using the animation canceling, like to a serious degree. Once we found it, I asked if it was okay.
Yeah, and I gotta admit, I used it all the time, right? But it came with a downside, and the downside is for the field agent, for example, if you animation cancel its gas attack, and then you need to use its gun attack, the gun attack is unavailable. They're kind of both unavailable, right? And if you try to use the gas attack, it'll just basically not register the attack because the server knows that you've already done it, and even though the client doesn't realize that, the server still returns no, you can't do that message. So there's a cost to it. So it feels like a very, very fair bug to make use of. I wouldn't even call it an exploit, even though it technically is. And the devs have been pretty clear that they don't care about that one. So
yeah,
if what you're doing seems unfair, like other people can't do what you're doing, like for example, if the AC is spawning for you and you're battling it over and over and over again, whereas other people are like, oh, my AC didn't spawn, I can't do it, you can be pretty sure that that's going to be dealt with. Whereas something like animation canceling, where everybody can do it and doesn't even help you that much, devs are probably not going to care.
They just need to get good.
That's right.
I don't think they're really thinking about that though. They're like, let me just take advantage of it while I can. I don't think they look at it like, I'll just face the consequences later and then whine about it.
Well, I don't even think it's that necessarily. Like for example, like it's exciting, right? Like if an exploit happens and you get to take advantage of it, it's kind of exciting, even if you're going to get rolled back. It's kind of like a fun thing to do and to see what you can get away with, especially in the beta where we're supposed to be testing. But it's not beta anymore, so
yeah.
Well, I think it's not even that, Boris, because you mentioned that if someone was to play passively to avoid any bug or any advantage, I mean, it doesn't just come down to units or battle, because you also have gold collector, population manipulation. Everything in the game has a way to manipulate the servers, so you can't always avoid it. I mean, by not playing, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. And that's what I mean about fairness. It's
mentioned that.
Like case by case basis kind of thing almost, where like the devs have to gauge how fair or unfair something is. It's not always something that the devs make a great decision on, right? Like I'm not talking about like Madrona. I'm talking about just devs in general of any game.
Sure.
I mean, even from a device sharing, how is that even against, or like what Membrane did? Is device sharing across accounts, is that a breaching of terms of services? Because if you look at I think if you look at other services, such as Netflix, that's even on a gray line when it comes to device sharing or account sharing.
Do you mean device or account sharing with other people, or like logging in from multiple devices at the same time?
Well, logging on from multiple devices happens to everybody. I mean, I have on Steam, I have on my phone, I have on iPad.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean multiple devices. I mean at the same exact time. Like you're playing two devices at the same time. That can get a little exploitative and buggy, honestly, just because there's going to be a server client desync.
I didn't know that was actually a breach, because sometimes I would be in a battle and then I can heal my units on a different device.
It's not in itself a breach, but it can get exploitative depending on what you do. Like if you buy 10 devices and log on all the devices at the same time, and have your girlfriend help out or whatever, maybe that's a little exploitative. But if you just have open Steam and in your device, and then you kind of just battle and collect it, I don't think that's against the terms of service, honestly. But it could be.
I think you're right. Because I remember a while back ago, somebody with multiple devices can actually do expansion multiple times at the same instance.
Yeah,
that was me.
If you do that, like that is an exploit, and it's probably not a fair exploit, right? Because even though everybody can do it, not really necessarily, since you kind of have to kind of carefully orchestrate that between several devices. And it's kind of like an unintended thing, right? Like the game design did not intend for people to be able to have more than one expansion at once. And so I would say that crosses the line. Whereas if you just, battle on one device and then like do regular LAN stuff on another device, I feel like that's fine. But that's just my call, right? I'm not the guy that's in charge of, what happens to people for exploits, right? I'm more of like a player like you guys when it comes to that stuff. So I feel like that's fine. The other thing that's fine is like, let's say that you're at work and you're like, hey, girlfriend, can you please like log on to my account and collect some taxes? Like that's technically account sharing, but it's not exploitative, so it's allowed, right? You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, but is that against terms of service? To share with another person. Say I hire, because I have a VA that works for me. Say I gave the device to him and pay. He works for like $2 an hour. I don't even have to play. Is that against TOS?
I don't. What's a VA anyway?
Not sure. Virtual assistant.
Oh, I've heard Madrona devs say that the exact situation that I described is okay, where if you ask your girlfriend to collect your taxes for you while you're working, that's fine. But if you're hiring somebody who is doing it regularly, I'm not sure. I would actually ask the devs. That's kind of like in the gray area.
Well, I'm not asking if it's okay on your in your personal sense or even the dev sense. I'm asking if it's against terms of service.
Yeah,
because you said, animation canceling is okay, but it's technically against terms of service.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's also the concept of like enforceability, right? Like, if something like animation canceling isn't exactly enforceable, and that might be why it's kind of like okay, even though it's in the gray area. Having people log in, that is enforceable, but is it an exploit? Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like it's in the gray area, and it's gonna have to be, for now, while we don't have a lot of guidance on this, and Madrona's still a young company, we're still figuring stuff out like this. It's probably going to be like a case-by-case basis kind of thing. And I know that's not like ideal. I know that players want consistency when it comes to rules like this. But the reality is that there's a lot of factors that go into it, like enforceability, fairness, the ability of everyone to do it versus not. There's just so many aspects that I feel like for now it's probably going to be a case-by-case thing. Not just like person to person, case by case, but also like bug by bug. Like, it just depends.
Okay, I'll take it.
But yeah, if it feels unfair, if other people are not able to do it easily, probably don't do it.
Here's the thing too. I mean, I feel like if you're not mentioning it too, there's a reason why you're not mentioning it, right? Because it's unfair.
Yeah.
I think it's clear for some players whether to not do it or not.
Kind of, like, now that we're not in beta, whatever. But back in beta, like, ethically speaking, you should report bugs to the devs, even if you're using them to exploit. So, I feel like beta testers have an ethical obligation to report bugs. So if you're not like sharing it, not only are you using an exploit, but you're also kind of like abusing the beta contract. But now that it's not beta anymore, it doesn't. I don't think that still holds. It's still kind of like a good thing to report bugs, but I don't think it's just as egregious as if it were beta.
Yeah, but also expect less leniency since it's not a beta. That's what I would say. Yeah.
I mean, during the beta, everybody who played was a donor, and we really, really appreciate the donors. So I was always like advocating for leniency just based on that. But especially when fairness is concerned, I don't think that's something that we should take into account.
100.
Especially now that being a Patreon donor is kind of like an alternate way to purchase nanopods almost, right?
Which is nice. I'm for a second there, I thought I was going to be able to get the unit and the nanos. I was super excited.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be
take the unit. It wouldn't be fair. I agree. I do agree. That's why I have nothing to, no concerns in that sense, and I still got the unit, so it's okay. I agree with the past donors that it definitely is not fair. And if it is a breach of what was initially agreed upon, that makes it even worse. Which I'm not sure if it was.
It's funny though, some countries it's actually a worse rate on Patreon.
I've heard, yeah.
What about Australia? Is Australia one of those countries? Or
Snackers?
Yeah, my computer. Yeah, no, Patreon's better. By a lot actually. I'm overpaying by about $20-30 US in game.
But Patreon is limited though, right? Like you can't have multiple Patreon subscriptions going at the same time. So if you want a lot of nanopods, then you have to use the store.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I have multiple Patreons, but for different accounts.
I'm just gonna keep my Patreon as is. It's kind of funny because I'm kind of paying myself a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. That's funny. That is funny.
But only sort of. Like I really like to separate myself as a player from myself as a dev, and so my player account is. There's zero like indication that I'm a dev because I never cheat. I never ask anybody to do anything for me on the dev team. If there's a bug, I just kind of take the loss, because I really, really, really want to get the elite players perspective, which is something I never got before. Like last time, in the OGBN, I wasn't really allowed to interact too much with the people, and not only that, but I didn't really like the game because I was more into like big PC games, like Oblivion or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But now I really want to get the like hardcore elite players perspective, which is why I joined, in my opinion, the top guild. And that was a great idea because I wasn't going to be as elite as I needed to be because the requirements are actually tougher than I thought they would be. Like all the upgrades and the unit levels and all that stuff. So MM is really keeping me on my toes, which is great. And so, first of all, I like the game now. I kind of have a better appreciation for it after looking into it for, a while. And also, kind of like having that top elite player's perspective is going to help me make decisions, when it comes to development as well. So I can say, hey, a lot of elite players are struggling with this or that, or they want this, or this is an issue, you know what I mean? And I feel like nobody else on the dev team is as, hardcore as I am when it comes to, my main account. I know some of the other devs, give themselves nanos and whatnot just for testing, which is absolutely fine. But I really want this account to be as, close to a real elite player as possible.
Good, but expect those requirements to just get harder. I mean, after the first boss strike, we're gonna see a big divide, I think.
What do you mean?
Because we're gonna see a big divide just from the players who grind a bunch, but we're also gonna have a clear line of what the requirements are gonna be.
We still have to do the split. There's two guilds, remember?
Between the first and second. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pain making those lists at the moment.
Well, just remember not to make any hard plans based on unimplemented features, and what I mean by that is we already know that Alex intends to change a couple of things, right?
All of our requirements are only based on in-game features currently.
Yeah, that's good.
We make them as updates come out.
The other thing is like you were talking about like splitting up the people in MM based on people who are like in the main guild versus maybe in a feeder guild or something like that. But even that is based on like old BN stuff, right? Because first of all, 100 players per guild, right? That may not be a thing anymore. It may be even worse. Like, you never know, right? So that's my thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Not hard reservations. We're just kind of. I guess
I
they're
can't see
kind of
them
doing
changing much about the structure of guilds themselves, but I guess it's fair enough to not, dive right into it just to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess that's why we're all still in here. In one.
Yeah, we don't really know the structure of guilds, if it's going to stay the same or change. I think it's a safe bet that anything that doesn't need to change will probably stay the same. But who knows? Like, I haven't had discussions with the other devs, and even if I did, I wouldn't really reveal them here about the structure of guilds. But it could change, right? It could change depending on what we do in testing, depending on what we think was bad in the original. And so that's like we reserve the right to change pretty much anything because it's 2025. Game design has progressed since 2012.
I'm all for you making the game less on grinding too. Like, if we want to do that as well, like more based on skill base instead of grinding, that's good too.
Yeah, I would love it if we could increase the depth of battle to make it so that players who really consider tactics and strategy can do better. That would be amazing. But it's also quite daunting as a design challenge.
Right, because you've had all these guidelines before. But I'm dude. I've said that many times on my stream. I love this game and it's great and all, but look how many hours a day I have to grind just to, and even in the future, and especially with battle with boss strike, we're gonna have to grind just to stay the top guild instead of actually like it being based on skill base, like kind of like PvP, but kind of not. PvP, it's pretty solved. If you get better units, then you probably win. If you have better units in the battle, you probably win.
Well, yeah, but for example, like rock paper scissors kind of arrangement where one unit's good against another, but that unit's good against a third, but that third unit's good against the first unit, right? Like having those kind of loops will make it so that a unit is not really better or worse, it's just better or worse relative to another unit, and that can create some really, really interesting emergent gameplay situations. And I think Battle Nations already has that.
Sure.
I just think that we could increase those cycles, like instead of just having rock paper scissors, we could have 4 types. There's just a lot of things you can do from a design standpoint to give battle depth. One thing is like unit limits, right? I mean, even though it's technically like a downgrade in terms of power, it really forces you to think about your composition more than if there were no unit limits.
Agreed. We said that before too. Me and AP have talked about that before too. Sounds like you guys have a good idea of a very promising way to go with the game, which I'm liking.
I hope so. But even if we make mistakes, right, we can always change stuff. So.
I'm interested to see how you guys are going to do on the getting new players side, how that's going to go. You guys are a new company and all, and what you guys are going to do to hire some marketing guys. Obviously, you don't deal too much with that, but yeah.
I don't have any insight on that, but I do want to say that I am extremely elated about that press we got with that article yesterday.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
The
great.
more press we get from actual outlets like CNET and other game publishers, I guess. Also, like streamers like you and Banap and Empen. All that helps. Like as you guys grow, the game also grows. So it's a very much a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, AP's done a lot. He's done I'm kind of a byproduct of the work he's put in to give him all the flowers, to be honest. AP and Imp, actually, both those two.
Yeah, it's insane. He almost has 1,000 subscribers now, and I'm like, both you guys deserve, millions, and the game deserves millions of players. So I'm really hoping we get there.
Appreciate you saying. I don't giving me too much credit, but yeah, definitely.
It's not about credit, right? It's about thinking about like what would actually make an impact in people's lives. And having 10,000 players is nice. It's amazing, but it's not really like a life-changing amount for either us as devs or you as content creators. But millions, now that is a life-changing amount of people.
Yes.
We had that in the OGBN. We had millions of players pretty much right when it came out, because
really.
Apple featured the game. It had a soft launch in Canada, and then when it got full launched, it got to the top of the charts real quick. It was number one for a while.
Did we reach 10K on this game? After new comeback?
Yeah, it's almost impossible to tell because people make alts. So
oh, that's true.
Who knows how many unique people we have? I mean, maybe there's a way to tell. I'm just not really a database guy, so I don't really know. I can do simple database.
I would say the only way to tell is through IP, but even that won't even tell you directly.
Yeah, because some people use multiple IPs, right? Because sometimes they play at work, which is a different IP. It's actually like a really challenging problem to figure out how many unique active players we actually have. We would have to log a lot of different things like IP addresses and all that stuff. And then once you log stuff like that, it becomes like an issue because you're storing information. And once you store information like that, you have to, be able to respond to information storage regulations, right? Like, making the ability of people, if they want to get their information deleted, for that to be possible. Like, there's a whole big thing about storing information. You don't really want to store more information than you really need, in modern times.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Is there any idea as to are we going to keep the one-time password login? Is that always going to be a thing?
I really don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's convenient and good, but I think it's possible that eventually we expand that, but I don't know anything about that. Alright guys, I gotta get going. It's time to do my day job.
Alright, Boris. Fine. You're chilling out.
Dang.
Okay.
Just as I got here.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate you talking in.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a lot of good
Some
info.
really good information. Yeah.
That answered a lot of questions.
You did get quite.
That also
quite the
completely
good.
changes the
I'll take
pathway of this guild. Because, I don't think we're planning on having boss drugs in for at least 6 months. Maybe guilds, but not boss drugs.
No. He said boss strikes and...
Yeah, just now he said guilds and then boss strikes will follow shortly after. But originally we weren't planning on having boss strikes for at least 6 months.
Oh, I see, yeah. I wouldn't think it would be sooner than that too, but he did post it in the... Well, him saying that confirms it, but...
He said months out is probably pretty accurate, so...
Well, yeah.
Well,
here's the kicker right here. Alex said months out for occupations, and it's coming sooner for... Or guilds and boss strikes are coming sooner than that, so that kind of...
And there's going to be a massive update sometime.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to finally go to sleep. It's almost 12.
Alright,
have a good sleep.
I'll try.
Man, I finally got my mic working. This says Boris left.
Nice to hear from you, Hat. Yeah, we do have to get cooking, indeed.
Yeah, we do have to cook it, man. We need to have a private VC about that.
Yeah.
We don't have to do it right now because, of course, we've got fun members and everything I'd like to chill around with. I'm sure you would too. But yeah, sometime in the near future, we need to get that
Keep
ball
saying that
rolling.
though.
I know we do, but you know, it's your schedule and mine.
Hey, y'all don't hear like a lot of like road noise, do y'all?
Road noise.
No, you do. No road noise, but you do sound like you're in an aquarium.
Yeah, I'm just kind of just chilling and listening, driving loud, very loud.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, we don't hear anything.
Well, what did you
Yeah,
guys? What did everybody think about that info? What did you guys think?
Yeah, I missed like half of that info. Can I get like a TLDR?
You missed it?
I missed, yeah, some of it. I was out of the room for a while. I'm not.
Should have watched.
Wasn't super.
You should have been watching the stream, man. I'm teasing.
Man, I'm playing.
Nah, basically what we got from that info, and I mean, this didn't come from Boris, but he's just reinforcing it.
Read between the lines type of thing, or
Yeah.
okay.
Alex says that occupations and occupations and rating is like a few months or a couple to a few months down the line. But we do know that boss strike and guilds are coming before that, so we can expect that. Yes.
It's so interesting.
Within that time frame. So before a few months.
If they release,
Yeah,
It
okay.
makes sense
So
because everybody's looking forward to that.
Yeah. If they release them regularly too, I don't really see how that could be like a problem either, right? Because yeah, I mean you get a lot of stuff through boss strikes, so
yeah, boss strike is like the lifeblood of the community at the moment.
mhm.
I mean, everyone is gearing up for boss strikes. Any of the whales or dedicated players to the game are all the only thing that we care about is boss strikes, really. I mean, guilds and stuff are fun, occupations and PvE are all fun, but like the boss strikes is what 90% of the hardcore players are here for.
And that also means promotional units too, or should.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll do any promotional units before that point. With now having the shop open, they could start working on promotional unit stuff very easily. Just pop it into the shop for a few days and boom. That type of shit is easy since they already have the infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they will put any promotional units before boss strike. That's my personal opinion, but seems logical too. But I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, I think I would probably surmise that they could, but they probably won't yet. I think they're wanting to chill on all of the promotional stuff, and I think they're wanting to do a full rebrand of what promotional units really mean. Like, I know they've talked about, like, obviously balancing units and everything, and I think balancing promotional units is a big thing too. So I don't think that they're going to introduce broken promotional units before doing balance changes.
Yeah, I mean, if them just talking about reworking the occupation system before implementing it, it sounds like that logically follows then. If they're going to rework that before putting that huge feature in, we're definitely probably going to see a work before those very overpowered units before they come in.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that.
Seems consistent. Yeah.
But in rank 6 wimps, ladies and gents. I've done like no individual farming. I've only done wimps via random encounter, or like critter encounter, I guess. I'm like,
W.
I've got like 5% of my last bar left, so maybe I'll stream that when I'm like a battle or two out.
Dude, I just looked away from my monitor for 2 seconds and looked back, and I was like, man, something's different. And then I just realized my tax sub is gone.
Damn, dude, those tax subs are so fragile in
They
comparison.
are. I'm not gonna.
And one of my heavies just died. One of my heavies just fucking died.
I didn't even attack with it, and I'm on the last bar. You know, I will get it to rank.
Yeah,
too.
like I like tax subs. I like tax subs, but like, fuck, they're so annoying because the M10s are so tanky and they can take so much damage. But the second that my tax sub starts to get low, I retreat because I don't want to waste all the gears to heal it up.
It's too bad too, because offensively, it's a pretty good unit.
Yeah, no, I think it's really a great unit for sure. Especially, I'm training him specifically for the Kraken rematch. I think that it's pretty good for that.
Training which one? Oh, the tax sub?
The Kraken. Yeah, the tax sub for the Kraken rematch.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it's also just an enable unit to rank right now since I have more expendable manas. Yeah, Gun, are you shooting for 20k? Are you getting high capacity volts, or do you have enough of the other volts to subside for it? Or no, you don't. I remember you got like no nano storages yet. No.
Yeah, I've got like maybe 4.
Okay, so you're just gonna drop a bunch for the HCV.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice. Are you going for 20k? I forget what you're going for on storage.
Well, 50k eventually. Probably. I think I'm just gonna get 5 high capacity volts right now, though.
Okay.
But I don't know which that'll be, but whatever that comes out to with my other.
Yeah, so 5 high cap volts would be 1500 or 15,000. Yeah, so
I have 4
is that like
2k each. So.
Okay. So that's
Whatever
that's
that-
8,000. So you'll be at like 2,300.
Yeah.
You want to get 50k? What are you going to use 50k? I guess for like boss strike dono.
Yeah. That might not stay
I
in
guess
the
that-
game though, so don't. I wouldn't.
Boss strike
I'm not
dono
gonna get
minus
50k yet. Yeah, well, I'm not saying it will, and I'm not implying anything, but
Yeah. Okay.
anything could change.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't want to invest everything into something that could change. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally got the advanced hospital and repair bay. I'm not looking forward to having to level them up though, because their level cost is the same as the normal hospital and repair bay, and that's just fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Just takes a lot of fucking time. Like I'm trying to get the 18,000 concrete for the hospital from 9 to 10, and that's just annoying.
That might take a while. Yep.
Yeah, Gunvy's over here like, I've had that for months now. You poor man. I mean, I've been good on gold though. I've gotten, I want to say, like 4.5 million gold in a boss strike so far, so it's not bad.
Oh, 4 mil?
Yeah,
That's
4.5.
pretty good.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah, I've only gotten like.
So you're gonna get 213.
Really, I don't really care about tiers anymore. Since the update came out, boss strike is just kind of the boss strike sim is just kind of on the back end.
Fair.
Yeah, this is kind of a priority. Sorry, my fucking dogs. Let me move this up.
But I didn't expect so many people to join this chat. It's VC after we do it. But it's not because of us. It's because of Boris. You know, after all those bombs,
Yup.
those
Well,
info bombs
yeah.
we got.
Also, I had never heard Gord speak, so I was like, I guess I'll just pop in to see what Gord sounds like. I was curious. Like, I've always got like a different voice in my head of what people are supposed to sound like, and they never meet my expectation.
Except for me, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, because the first time that I met you, I heard your voice. Like, Gord, of course, kind of lingers more in chat than he does VC. Which is fine, of course. I'm not bashing for nothing.
Hey, Demon, what's up? Welcome to the stream, brother. Yeah. As boss strike's coming soon, so get ready, prepare. I'm actually just gonna take a pretty decent break after this again because of this. I'm still gonna stream every stream day, but I'm not gonna grind like this. No need. I'm just gonna do my peacekeepers and chuckers passively.
Can you hear my dogs in the background?
Not really. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. It's being annoying.
I think I'm gonna continue super hard.
Who said that? Adamius? You're gonna keep continuing super hard after this?
Yeah. Catch up, man.
Yeah.
Fair. You made a shit ton of progress, though, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
so
you've cemented yourself as one of the hardcore grinders now. Now that in my mind, at least.
Hard flying field agents yesterday. Went from 4 to 5
Nice.
one day.
Cool. That's a grind. That's like, yeah, it's like 60k SP, I think.
That was 88,000.
Oh, never mind. Stand corrected.
Do I upgrade my Frontier recruitment facility to level 10 first, or do I just work on my... Nah, I'm just gonna upgrade my Frontier. Frontier's going up to level 10, boys.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. How high can we get chuckers at this level? Like, what rank?
I want to say
6.
Do we know? Oh, you can max them?
By the way, every single unit in the game that is in the vehicle factory or the barracks can be put to max rank right away. There's no restrictions. And that goes for the Frontier recruitment system too.
You can get the Frontier Tracker at level 8, by the way.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I think it's either 13 or 14 merits each.
15.
Also, you can't get heavies maxed in the barracks.
Oh, so yeah, that were originally in the game. Sorry.
Oh,
That's the cap.
okay. Okay, gotcha.
Also, yeah, other units come in the barracks too, like the Aero Jetpacker. I'm pretty sure comes in the barracks. You know, all these promotion units come in the barracks, but any unit that wasn't originally not in the game, like the TF2 units weren't originally in the game, can be maxed up. All of those are also only going to be able to be put to rank 6 as well.
Yeah. What's up, Red Autumn?
Hello.
How are you today, man?
Matt. What's everyone doing?
Nice. Well, Boris Battle Notions was in here a little while ago, and so we were just listening in. What he had to say is wisdom.
Did you guys like the interview questions I asked?
No, they were good.
I usually don't ask Boris any questions about the development process because of I'm sure he gets it enough, but it seemed like the right time.
Yeah. Man, when I first got the Frontier Chuckers, I was like thoroughly underwhelmed, and then I saw that they have a 45% crit rate, and I was like, holy shit, these things are actually not bad.
Oh yeah, what is the level cap now?
40.
35. Oh, sorry, 40. Yeah.
It's 40.
So-
If I wanted to, I could buy all the high capacity storage vaults.
Dude,
I
yeah.
think I did the math earlier. 10 of them is enough to get everything in the game. That's all you need.
And then I think the highest thing that you would need the resources for is 18,000 storage, which would only be 6 vaults.
I think there's
No,
something
he's
in the
talking
game
about,
which
like,
requires,
up to level 70.
29,500. I think there's something anyway. Someone said that anyway, because this was like before we even knew when the beta was. I think I did the math with someone. Someone mentioned something. Costs. I think it was like an upgrade or something for like the plasma tank or something. I don't know. But
You also need 10 more pack capacity for boss track donations. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
donations.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'll
well, I
probably
shouldn't have a
consider.
problem with that anyway. I've got so much. What's it called? Fucking. I haven't even been on today. I've been playing Star Sector and I got back from work. I hate work. Work is awful.
Yeah, Gun, did you know who I heard from recently?
Who? Okay.
Yeah, I heard from Faye. I don't know if he reached out to you as well.
What did he say?
Oh, he's, I think, back from his underway.
He reached out to you and not me?
Him and I are pretty close, young man. Gosh, you're getting jealous over
I knew
Faye being friends?
I knew Faye before you were even a glimmer in your eye, bro. He was even a glimmer in your eye, you know? You were a little sperm swimming before.
Yeah, I know, and then I joined the clan and, or guild, and,
yeah.
And I'm the honcho now.
He just hates me now. Yeah,
nah,
I think so,
come on. Alright. Yeah, he said he can't wait to get off this godforsaken boat.
Chosen, you better get your Wemstar 6.
Yeah.
How much more steel you need?
Oh, I've got the steel ready, I think. How much steel is it again?
I said chosen, but it's
Oh, sorry.
You need 12,000 for R6.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I've got that in the bag.
I'm just waiting for another 6 hours for the steel to finish, and then I can upgrade it.
Nice. Cool. Yeah,
so basically,
wait,
I should get my
agree.
Wemps done before the 6 hours happens and beat you to having double.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah, I know.
Let me know so I can rush the steel with nanos just to beat you.
No, I won't let you know, and then I'll beat you.
He'll be like, "Ah, surprise!" That'd be funny. Yeah, I think I'm only a few encounters away from getting rank 6 here. Then I'll promote them, but it's so sad because I've grinded up a bunch of gold, but then now 2 million of the like 4 million that I've gotten is just going towards fucking wimps.
Gumby, how close are your wimps right now?
One R5.9. I got like an hour left. No, I'm just kidding. Don't speed your shit. Don't speed your shit. I'm just kidding. I'm not even a bar in.
I was like, damn. I was gonna be like crazy impressed, Gun. You had me going. I can't lie.
But I
Yeah,
did
I'll
get
go
my
see.
Sinister frag up to R6 because of this stream. And my TKs. So that's what I chose to grind instead.
I haven't leveled shit.
Oh, also I did do my my Wimps from 4 to 5, so that counts for at least like what 2 bars of the Wimp or the Wimp grind. Yeah. I'm doing quite a bit.
Oh, you just got your Wemstar 5.
Yeah.
I'll pray for you.
Thank you. And since occupations and whatever aren't coming for a while, I might have to do the WIMS too. And since Boss Strike's coming before that, I'm gonna need to do the WIMS too. There's just so many.
Yeah, I heard that they're gonna change the occupation a little bit too. So you know, I'm not sure if it's gonna be the same like SP grind of occupation. So I think everybody's gonna have to work hard for their wins next year.
Yeah.
Somebody did confirm yesterday that you can get the chem units on Rebel battles too.
Oh,
Yep,
you
yep.
get Bios in the Rebel battles though?
Yep.
I'm not sure about files, but you should be able to, but you can get the chem units. Somebody posted a picture yesterday in the guild chat.
You can get the vials too.
What level are
Merrick has like 6 already.
Oh, really?
Yep.
From Rebel battles?
Yep.
At what, level 40?
39, I start, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
one of those.
That's crazy.
So he's going to get the juice clap for anybody. That's a flex.
Yeah, I'm gonna clap his cheeks.
Juice clap.
That's what I mean, juice clap, yeah.
Ready and slip, huh? By the way, I want to know that I want you guys to know that I recruited Too Tiny. You know, he joined because of me. Let me just put that out there. Okay. Just wanted to take the credit.
I assisted.
You assisted too?
Not in your shit.
Motherfucker. I might be able to pass what's his face in gold? Net. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically boned, dude. I'm at 6.2 mil, but there's some secret grinders, man. I think they passed.
There is another secret grinder that has passed both me and Net.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dumbass. Yep, so we're, I don't even know if I'll get 3rd place at this point, bro.
Oh man, the silent killers too.
I'll at least
the
get the
silent killer.
14. I think that'll look really good.
Yeah. That'll look really good. But there's people that are getting tier 15, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, I'll be happy to get the posting this time.
Noob. Chosen, I keep hyping you up, bro. You better get tier 14, bro. I hype you up like every stream I talk about you, how much of a grinder you are.
First 3 days.
Right, fair enough, bro.
If I didn't waste so much gold on upgrades, I probably could be pretty close to y'all, but oh
well. No. No, I'm kidding, just kidding. Yeah. For sure you would be.
Nah, I spent so much gold. Insane.
I've
just
been
the pictures I submitted was over a $500,000 worth of gold. That time, like, close to what I spent.
Believe you.
Right, it's supposed to be rank 6 with time.
Are you grinding on chunks? Are all your encounters done? Yeah, I think so. I just did them, Boris.
Boris hops out of VC to go to work, and then and then he hops in your stream. It's funny.
Yeah. Boris is in here more than you guys, bro. You guys gonna let Boris do 2 jobs, grind Battle Nations, and be in my stream more than you guys supporting? Damn.
Work everyone wants to.
And Domnius in here too, bro. Damn. Look at
Fine,
you
I'll
trying
do
to
that.
open me up in chat right now.
Alright, I guess I'll... If I don't crash, I'm gonna stream the last few moments of rank 6 wimps, everybody.
I'm just chilling in the stream while I do other stuff. Yeah. I turn the sound down when I'm in meetings. Fair. Chosen 2, yeah. Oh yeah, Clutch is streaming too. Wait, I gotta open up his stream as well.
I'm not really doing a whole lot, just
What are you
killing
guys
pigs.
streaming?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Put this on like terrible resolution for y'all. So that my laptop doesn't crash. Oh, this is so goated.
I just put Clutch's
Oh,
link
thanks,
in my
man.
chat in the chat.
You don't have to do that.
Clutch is competing with Gunby for eyeballs, Loki.
I couldn't find you, so I could use that link.
Yeah, I put it in the chat on YouTube.
Yes, man. What's going on, Ended? How you doing, man?
Oh, your game looks so weird, Hit.
Yeah, it's because I'm running it at like like look at my resolution, dog.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, I still want my laptop to crash because it's running a bunch of different stuff right now. Yeah, it's pretty shit laptop, unfortunately. Does its job, but not much better than the bare minimum. Like, look how slow that plays.
Do what I could do.
Heck, uh,
Let's try something here, chat.
I don't count these streams as official streams, bro. They're just grinding streams. They're grinding a sim stream doesn't count. This doesn't count towards my average interaction viewership, bro. 'Cause I'm not being too entertaining on these streams because it's not too entertaining to freaking grind Trunks 12 hours a day, bro. Once boss strike comes, then we're talking.
Yeah, we're all gonna be getting cracked out on white monsters.
yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be hard to get first place.
Yeah,
push-ups
yeah, that
again?
first boss strike.
Yeah. Yeah, have you been seeing how much I've been playing the last few days, except for the first 2 days?
I have seen that you've been streaming like every day for the boss strike sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been
Literally
seeing it.
12-hour minimums, bro.
That's like bonkers, but you do you. Oh, we got like 1 or 2 more encounters. Are you watching my stream, Gun?
Bro, I have to watch your stream, Clutch's stream, and manage my stream, bro. But yeah, I am.
Alright. Then it's high maintenance, whatever.
No, you should be. No, you should. Don't look at it that way. Look at it way. Look at how much I'm
I'm
supporting.
shitting.
You know what I'm saying? I know you.
Yes.
I know.
What's up,
I didn't realize you had level 4 heavies, bro.
Yeah, no, I got level 4 heavies before the level cap hit. It's so nice.
That is very
Can't
nice.
Yeah, and now I've got the rank 3 M10s, so it's like low-key got my money up. But alright, this should be the last one. Maybe one more. There we go. Rank 6 wimps. Let's go. I'll go back to base and promote them.
Let's see. How much gold do you have now?
You can see my gold count. My gold count's actually pretty low because I've spent like 1 million of it on upgrades.
Okay,
It's only like 4 mil, but I started out with only like 800,000, not like 900,000 at the start of Boss Strike Sim. So not bad.
You've been grinding a bit.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
Oh, wait,
Hextress,
do
how
I
you
have
doing,
a-
brother?
Do I have another unit down? Cool. Hell yeah. Oh, it's only 1.5 mil. For some reason I thought it was 2. Cool. Alright. Pick.
Oh, yeah. Efficient. Let's speed it up.
Yeah, let me just...
No. Okay.
No, that'd be crazy. I ain't doing all that. No need to do that. That'd be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there we go.
How many nanos did you get by?
I only bought 100. So, or like $100 worth, so 2,500.
Okay,
I bought-
so we did the same amount.
Yeah, I bought 3 Morgan's houses, these 2. Another
3
M10.
more what houses?
Morgan's houses.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I'm saving like 600 of them for high capacity vaults. I'll just replace all 6 of these with high capacity vaults and call it a day.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy another 100 because Snazzers donated me 100, or sorry, Snackers donated me 50, and Endless donated me 50. So
Damn.
might
Alright.
have to just fucking
Yeah.
drop a little more.
Yeah, why not? I was thinking about dropping another 100 because my birthday came around recently and got a little bit.
When
from
was your
that.
birthday? Is March, right?
Saturday.
I missed your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Happy late birthday.
I know where it
Sorry,
is.
hit.
Nah, you're chilling. Nah, you're good. I don't expect you to keep up with my birthday. It was a small anecdote that I mentioned in passing.
Get
Yeah,
all
trying to
with
play
the
it a lot.
Chuck E. Cheese together.
You said what?
We can all what?
We could have all went to Chuck E. Cheese together.
This guy in Chuck E. Cheese, I swear.
Indominus, your fucking mic is ass right now, bro. What's going on?
He's in the car.
Yeah, I'm so much road noise right now. It makes it sound like shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's in the car at the moment. But yeah, I bought a Ramsey's barbecue for shits and gigs.
They're really
Nice.
good.
Are they actually?
They're scary good at getting XP.
Okay, because I was looking at them and DNEP said that he was getting one purely for content reasons, and I was like, are they not good? And then, but I looked
No,
at them
they're
and they look pretty good for the food category. And, like these 2 are okay. Like the Mammoth Pen's only really good at getting gold, so it's like I'm trying to get obviously XP right now.
Yeah, I have I think it's either an 18-hour or 24-hour shop or like thing being made in the barbecue, and it's giving, I think it said like 5,000 XP or something insane.
That
Yeah.
is nice. Is that a demand boosted one or just?
It is, yeah.
Okay. I was like, dang, 5K would be crazy. Oh, I forgot that these are only 1 pop for each of them. That's nice.
Yeah. Did
The
you delete
advance.
your other hospital, or are you keeping them?
No, I'm gonna keep both. 'Cause, I mean, yeah, there's no reason to not keep 2 nearly maxed hospital and repair bays.
I sold my hospital and repair bay yesterday and got another advance.
Maybe. I wish that we could do the same thing with the resource nodes, where if I hit upgrade and I can upgrade it to advanced and just do that. I wish that was a feature that we could have for essentially like all buildings with an advanced counterpart, which
Yeah.
includes hospitals and repair bays.
That would be nice, because then I wouldn't have had to...
See, that upgrade would actually make sense. People were trying to
That would.
say that you should do that for the. I mean, it would be nice for the storages, but I don't think it would make sense.
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense because there's not a clean like one upgrade is like just a direct upgrade from another. You know, like hospital, advanced hospital, coal mine, advanced coal mine. So it's just like it makes sense. Naming convention makes sense, and then there's only like I think storage is kind of an ambiguous one, but yeah.
Ramsey's barbecues.
Yeah, you also can't, like, Dominus makes a good point. You also can't upgrade storage. You can upgrade, your like, resource nodes and your hospital and repair bay stuff, but you can't upgrade, like, storage vaults. So it's like, why would you even care if you had a button for that? You could just delete one and then, like, just set down a new one. It's the same thing, but whatever. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna upgrade. I think I'm gonna get I'm probably gonna end up with like 10 Morgan houses. I'm just gonna stick them all in this corner up here, and then just wall them off so that they're just sitting in their corner, and then the rest of the base can actually look good. Because I'm kind of with BNAP. BNAP said that he hates the look of Morgan's houses, and just a bunch of Morgan's houses right next to each other just like trash.
I like the look of the Morgan's house, but it doesn't really flow. It doesn't flow.
No.
Is what I think.
Yeah,
is
when
the
they're
bigger
right,
concern.
You just can't stack them. Like they look fine individually, but like together they just do not look good together.
So go over to the right. Go over to the right, all the way to the right by like the little side. See that little tree area? You can
over
stick
here?
them on like the ends of the tree. Yeah, there, and then where the lumber is on the other side too. Yeah.
Oh, over here. Yeah.
Over there too. Yeah, maybe they would fit like right there, but it would be like 5 max between those two locations.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go up to this top right corner and then just fill in this entire like section up until like this rock section. I'm just gonna have like a concrete walls on both sides that just walls in a bunch of Morgan's houses in this area, and then I'll be done. And then everything else will be like normal housing, because I just hate the look of them. Like, I don't really care about the XP after a while. I'm like, sure, the XP will be nice, but you know, in endgame, what do you really need the XP for? Like, just more prestige stars? What do you do?
It's good for getting all your suburban houses, but other than that, I mean,
You
even
can
Morgan's
always
house to
get
replace
100
that. So.
add-ons.
Yeah, no, that's a good
could.
point. Dude, do I buy a
You get right
compound?
on that.
I don't even have the nanos for a compound right now. I'm poor.
Well, 100 compounds. Wait, no, that's not possible. I think 50
Now you
max.
can do-
I think
yeah,
500
yeah.
population max.
Yeah. Golly. It was just so insane. And then I saw someone with the dormitory. Yeah,
A
which
bunch
was
of people got the
crazy.
dormitory, bro.
I don't see the
They're
appeal
doing
of
it
that.
to save space.
Yeah, but like, does it really say like is space really that big of a difficulty?
It is if you care about cosmetics and shit like that. Or I mean, I think when decorations come out, it might be more involved.
Maybe. I don't. Yeah.
Well, I should say not involved, but like when decorations come out, you're gonna pretty much min-maxing spaces for storages and XP.
Yeah.
Should have enough spots for that, even without that. But you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because like right now, like this entire section that I've already got is gonna be like very pretty, and then like this section on the like far left half is all gonna be like occupation stuff, Morgan's houses, like all this shit that like just needs to be on my base that doesn't look good. It's just all gonna be walled off. It'll just be in its own separate little pen essentially. But I think that still is plenty of space. I think a dormitory is just insane.
Oh yeah, I mean, I personally don't care about base builder as much, so I kind of just throw them wherever I can find space. I'll consolidate them later when I need, spaces.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a shack cube for a while where it's just like shacks on shacks on shacks, and they're so tiny that they're that like there's such good like space management, I guess. And I've started to slowly replace some of them with scrap houses, which are a little bit less space efficient. But I like the aesthetics of building. Of course, I want to have a nice looking base. What do you rate my base, Gun?
Let me see. Like aesthetically?
Aesthetically, yeah. This section.
Like just that part? Oh yeah.
Yeah, just this section, because obviously like some of the stuff, like I've got random shit down here, and then obviously
Pretty
random
good.
stuff.
7 to 9 range. 7, 8.
All right.
It's pretty good.
I need to see your base. Let me go hop over to your stream super quick. Hopefully my.
I'm not streaming my base.
That's no worries then. I
I'm
could go
trying
look
to-
at it.
You can go to the beginning of the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I haven't really been doing much to my base though. Oh, actually, and I'm on my alt account, so.
Ah, dang, double whammy. And I just go on a previous stream of yours.
Yeah. I actually haven't streamed my other base in a few days.
Why are you farming on your ult account? You gotta get the gold count up, man.
There's 20 mil gold on my other account.
I'm saying, I thought you were doing the boss track challenge. You gotta keep going.
I am. I'm doing it on the alt account. I've done the boss strike challenge on my alt account.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's probably pretty smart, not gonna lie. Cause like, you know, boss strike sim on your main base would just be like, you know, drops of gold in an already big bucket.
My main had 14k gold, so 44.
Dang, dude, that's hella gold.
Yeah, I was.
You're rich, bro.
Struggling. Gummy, what's your R6? What's your TKs at now
On which account?
on your baby account?
R6.
Oh, really?
They're both R6. Yeah, they're both R6. My Sinister frag's about to be R6 too. On my mini.
Nice.
Did you see my post that I got a dex on the alt account?
Hey, no, I didn't. Do you have one on
Yeah.
your main? No, you don't.
No.
No, you don't, do you?
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm not gonna bother leveling it though.
Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna bother it until I have three. I have 3 frags now, so I only use my frags.
I get another one, then yeah, sure. But
Yeah.
I don't know. One is not gonna be one of each. It's not gonna motivate me to level them.
Yeah, I didn't level them for a long time until I got my second Sinister on this account. So now I have 2. Now both my frags are R5 and my Sinister is almost R6. I have 1 more bar left for R6 on my Sin. Call me
Yeah,
Mr.
finally got
Guy.
I agree.
What'd you say, Antonius?
Fight my AC tomorrow. See, I need to pass that luck to me. I fight the AC tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah, well,
You got it.
best of luck, young man. Yeah.
You need the gummy blessing.
Yeah, dude. Subscribing to Gundy increases your chances by non-zero amount.
At least by 1%.
Yeah, at least by 1%. It's not provable though, because, you know, the hitters be spreading misinformation, but at least 1%
Yeah,
increase.
Yeah. Yes, main breaker. You know, it might be negative, but he's lying.
Yeah, I've been subscribed to Gumby for a little while, and I haven't gotten it, but you know, it's okay.
Fake news.
Yeah, now it's time for rank 6 super.
Where the supers at right now?
They're at 5. Like
Right?
plain 5, I think. Yeah.
Gumby,
Yeah.
you got super chat up on YouTube?
Yeah. On my stream. Is it? Did I pin it? Oh, I didn't pin it today.
Trash.
Here, let me do that. Go ahead, drop me $1,000.
But then you have to spend it. Then you have to spend it all on nanopods.
Rip.
He's probably gonna spend it all on Taco Bell.
Bruh.
Are you streaming on Twitch or no?
YouTube. Just YouTube.
Lame.
Thanks. But what platform are you streaming on?
Twitch.
What color's your fucking Bugatti, huh?
Purple.
Oh, my bad.
I'm rolling that Bugatti Veyron.
That Bugatti be wrong? Didn't the new one just come out recently? Or it's supposed to come out? I'm not sure.
I think I'm gonna try to set it up though to have like a Battle Nations channel for Twitch, at least.
Wait, are you actually streaming right now or no?
No, not right now. No.
Oh shit,
I'm working right now.
dude, is that my brother that just tipped again, bro? Why are you tipping under my name, bro? Wait, who is tipping under my name?
Bro, are you one of those people who likes their own post too?
Bro, I swear this is not me, bro.
Alright, man, quit lying.
It's literally my brother. I'm pretty sure it's my brother. Thank you for the $10 tip.
Well, hey, somebody's doing it at least.
Who was it? Type in the chat. Who was it? Who was it? Thank you. Does it just automatically go to Gunv when you tip sometimes? I don't know. Or I think you actually have to type in your name, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I can do? I can track to what the email came from. Let's see what it says. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but I'm just gonna see.
You should. It's like a shout out,
Doxing your donor.
Okay, I know who did it. I know. Thank you. Let's just say it wasn't my brother. Thank you for the tip. You know who you are. But actually, it could be. Wait, let me see. No, I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Bro, just say who you are, cause now I know who you are, bro. Just put just say you did it. I know who you are, and I know who you...
Bro's unsure.
I don't know if he wants me to say it. No, I know exactly who it is. Maybe one of y'all will be able to guess it, bro. But nah. Oh shit! Okay, there we go. No, it's not Boris. Thank you, Chosen. Thank you, Chosen.
I knew the second that he asked, it was gonna be him.
No, the first one was not Chosen.
The first
Envy's
one was-
alt. Thank you for the $5, bro. The first one is not Chosen, right? I don't know who the last one is, though. It might be the same one who the first one is. Y'all think I don't know who it is? If you wait, don't know who the. It's gonna tell me a second. Who's that? Who's that? Wait, the $5 the last one, right? Let me check my. Gotta check the recent events, bro. I actually don't know who the gun result is. It might be. Oh no, okay, nah. I just saw it. I know who it is. And he just messaged me.
Snapsers, maybe?
I don't know, bro.
It's Clash.
No, it's not Clash.
Hey now.
Oh, what's up, Napkin?
Y'all are doing here.
Some motherfucker just trying to get my mom's credit card?
I just thought I'd come by and introduce myself, so I'm gonna get back to work, but...
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll be around
I
for once in a...
hope to see you in here again. Okay.
Yeah, good work. So I just popped in, popped out.
I think he's been in my stream.
Cool.
And I think I know who that is. Use the restroom real quick. Oh, I see your answers too. Wait. What did you say?
June 30th. Yeah. That's the last day you can get them.
Oh my gosh. Model Notions is back.
Yeah, the legend is lurking.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
If you came back for the political talk, we're chilling now.
Oh, you're done with that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just chilling.
Unless you really want to.
What and make this this VOD even more cursed than it already is? I don't think so.
Hello, this VOD is gonna be, you know. There's some. If people watch this VOD's you're gonna get a lot of gems in this VOD for sure. Don't watch any VOD.
Dude.
Better be this one.
Holy shit. Do you see this this post Gord sent in the recruitment channel?
No.
Let me forward it to you really quick.
Okay.
Dude,
Are you done with work now, Boris, or no?
No, I'm not done with.
Yeah, look at the responses to the submission, Con.
Oh yeah, I saw that, bro.
Yeah, that shit's
That was
crazy.
me.
Oh, that was you? Oh. Casual. I wonder who it is though, legitimately.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't.
Of course, we'll probably never find out. But they made burner emails just to troll. Like that's insane.
Which recruitment?
Bro, that's light work.
You know?
Yeah, it's an MM recruitment channel. If you're a recruiter, me and Hit are technically considered recruiters.
Oh, gotcha.
Ow.
Yeah. I have been picking up some, the last few players that joined, Tiny joined because I mentioned it the other day and I was in a chat with him. I told him to apply, I think I said something to that, maybe I didn't.
Did you guys recruit
the
Twinblade?
Recruit who?
Twinblade?
I reached out.
I was like, I don't know.
Did he come back? I actually didn't send him a message. I sent him a friend request, and he added me back, but I haven't reached out yet. I figured a few of you guys reached out. Actually, I forwarded into the recruitment channel, and then I think they reached out. So we're working on it. He's a heavy hitter.
What's the Takoyaki role anyway?
That is for Kraken defeaters. Yeah.
We already did that.
Kraken enjoy.
Why didn't I get it? I thought I submitted that.
It's I think it's just a time. You have to last month you had to have beat it.
I did. I beat it.
Yeah,
you had to have been in you'd had to have been in MM and beat it last month.
Dude,
we're talking about Psycho right now. I was gonna say we're talking about Psycho right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Psycho's easily.
Yeah, why don't I have a fucking roll?
Yeah, I was like, Psycho definitely beat it.
Did you?
I beat it a long ass time ago.
Did you submit it?
I thought I did.
Yeah.
I didn't submit it in the Psycho submissions because we weren't doing that by then. I don't know where the fuck I submitted it. I think I did in progress.
Yeah. Damn, I can't upgrade. I
definitely did it.
Yeah, it was probably just they probably just didn't get to it then. I did mine too, and I had to tell Membrane to add mine.
Wait, sorry. Excellently. How did I do that?
I was talking to Tiny the whole time, bro.
I accidentally just.
You guys kind of sound alike.
Yeah, you were like, well, you had to be an MM last month, and I was like, this is Psycho Cat.
I've been here. I was like the second person in this Discord.
My bad.
I've been here all the time. Like, huh? Yeah, I literally posted it on the On 5/12.
Progress.
Yeah, it's in progress.
They miss things sometimes.
They missed me. They missed me. How could they? I was like, I'm pretty sure I did.
Miss me. Say that you miss me.
Oh, me. I mean, do you not believe I didn't do it though? In all honesty.
I believe that you did it, but no, I believe you did it.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was talking to Tiny.
Oh. I'm in the zone right now.
I don't know what you're talking about with this misconception between their voices. They sound nothing alike.
Do I? Yeah.
Well, I had the volume low, so actually they did. I could barely like hear them, so I just turned it up. That's why.
Oh.
I had both of their volumes low.
Yeah, I was really confused for a second. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
How much does Snazzer
like, huh?
on the game?
I
4K?
How much should what?
Snazzer.
He doesn't want to let that. I'm streaming. He doesn't want that information, you know. So yeah.
Bro, 100.
Which is but yeah, he
I
spent
mean,
a lot.
over the lifetime, ever since I've been donating, it's probably been like $1,000. But
Bro, you guys have all this money.
I was like from last year though. Last February.
Oh,
Till now.
the nano count that he's got right
here
now,
the entire time.
because those are surpluses on top of whatever he's got, on top of all the upgrades. Man's rolling in the dough.
Mm-hmm. For real.
Well, I don't even think he could even use all of that throughout endgame.
Yeah,
well,
unless
he's gonna
like,
get. He
burning
told
it
me
on-
he's gonna get like 50 megas, 50 vets. That's what he told me.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I mean, that's huge.
That's insane.
Well, if he gets 50 of those really good units, he's gonna run out of that real quick.
50 megas? What is that?
It's like 100, so it's like 5,000 nanos. Well, it's 4,500 nanos to be exact. Wait, is Mega Tank 90? No, Mega Tank's 85. So low. Yeah, but imagine every promotional unit he gets, like every good one. Imagine how many legendary sandworms he's gonna get if it stays like semi decent.
Why? But why?
It does, bro. You think, dude? There was people with way more than that back in the days. Trust me.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
There's some.
you were able-
Well,
you can earn from like these Tapjoy ads and.
you can't earn enough to get that many. No. Trust me. These guys were spending lots of money on the game back then too.
Yeah. Inflation.
Net inflation. Okay.
Also, nanos
I'm really
are
curious how
technically
much money
cheaper
they got.
nowadays as well, even with the reduction.
Boris, are you there? What are the plans for Tapjoy? Do you know, or Tapjoy alternatives?
I don't know about any plans for Tapjoy, but I don't know. I feel like ads. This is just my personal opinion. I have nothing to do with Madrona, but I feel like ads kind of cheapen the feel of the game. So
Yeah,
if we can get
100%.
if I feel like if we can get away with not running ads, then the game will just be better overall. Just a better version.
Is there a way to be able to earn like premium currency other than leveling up?
Yeah, that's the other thing, though, right? If you
Australia.
want to give people the option of earning nanos, it's hard to do that without ads, right? So,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, of course, you have the regular method of like boss strike tiers for nanos.
yeah. What about black
I can figure
nano? You can convert those to regular ones, right?
Yeah,
I think
That's true.
it's a 5 or 10
Super
black
small.
nanos to 1.
it's fine. It's fine doing it.
It's 5, yeah.
It's 5, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty smart way to go about it. But I mean, obviously, you're gonna have people probably like profit
Not
or
really.
just and Gumby farm day and night for black nanos.
Well, what's the,
No, I'm not farming day and night for black nanos, bro. Fuck that.
Like, what's the black nano drop rate? Like, let's say at level 70, right? Like, how many black nanos could you collect in an hour or a day?
I think they're. Don't quote me. I think last time I checked, they were 20% per encounter, maybe less.
White said it was only about a 5% encounter, or percentage. Or, yeah, I thought it was as low as 5%. It was what White Lion was quoting in Donator General.
Yeah, if that's true, then it's not going to be as fast as Tapjoy. Like with Tapjoy, let's say that you earn 1 nanopod for watching like a 10-second, or maybe let's say 30-second ad. Let's be generous. So in 30 seconds, you can get 1 nanopod, whereas if you try to collect black nanopods, it's going to take a lot longer than 30 seconds.
Right.
However,
Well, encounters are also limited because you can't farm infinite like trunks for black
but so
nanos.
is Tapjoy ads. Like you only get the chance to watch a Tapjoy ad like at a certain
I don't think
time.
I ever ran out of watching ads. I think there's just not enough me time to watch enough ads to earn the nanos.
Yeah, but it's quicker than.
I think there was a limit.
Black nanopods, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, much quicker.
Yeah.
Psycho, you should.
I
have your-
personally wouldn't. I mean, for some kids, yeah. As an adult, bro, just spend like $100 or something, guys.
Well, that's also a good point, right? Like, who's the audience for those Tapjoy ads? Is it people that are going to click on those ads? Probably not.
Well, I think back then when we were teen years, most of us were. I mean, we had what $15-$20 to spend. That's about it. And then I personally lived off of Tapjoy for most of my premium units back then.
What would you have done if the Tapjoy wasn't available?
I'd probably be a trash player.
That's credit card.
I remember using
okay.
Tapjoy a lot.
What's that?
I remember using like whatever ad watch is a lot on here.
Yeah. Probably be asking birthday monies just for nanos.
Yeah. So I mean that. I don't know if that would really make Tapjoy. I don't see Tapjoy as like a super profitable method for them.
Well, no.
I mean, unless they're
profit though. Tapjoy is not for profit. It's a way for the players to earn nanos without leveling. Alternative means.
Yeah, but what are the incentives for those companies though? To run the ads on the platform.
It's for whatever ads.
There's no conversion rates.
Yeah.
Conversion rates are terrible. I mean, or run your ads.
Psycho, you should have your roll
I mean,
now.
I guess some adults would do it.
Yeah, I saw it.
You're such a nice guy, Clutch.
Am I?
I did find my post. I actually did post it on like 5/12 in progress. And that was like 2 days before we started doing the submission, the actual like individual submissions. That's why it was missed. Or maybe I forgot to put us in monthly progress. I don't remember what it was. I'd post in the progress though, so it is what it is. I see it. I sees it.
I did the Kraken live, so I think that's enough.
There goes to it. I just, with the turmoil with what happened in real life, I just stopped paying attention to shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing alright on that though.
How you doing on that grind, China? You done with R4 now or what?
No.
It'd be pretty quick, actually.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, 3 to 4 and 4 to 5 aren't too bad. 5 to 6 is a little grindy.
I just want to be able to do the AC.
Yeah. Yeah, then from there, it's a lot smoother sailing. And consistent access to gears and bars.
It's just, yeah, I need gears, bars, and steel. Steel has been the worst resource to get recently.
Yeah, do you have an advanced mill?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I spent a lot of nanos on advanced stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already got my shit all nanofied. Everything's nanofied now. Only thing big I'm gonna spend nanos on is the storage vaults. 500 capacity storage vaults.
Mm-hmm.
What about salamanders, though?
I never used salamanders. Or did I? I did. I don't know what I used.
If you only want to buy the best units in the game, though, they aren't. I mean, they're okay. They're not great.
I remember vendor being good.
Oh. Yeah, veterans. It's crazy.
Beats dropping right now.
I wonder what the... Man, I just want like actual boss strikes so bad. Seems
Coming
they really
next
wanted
week.
to push it. Seems like they really wanted to push out the beta. Get the beta out of here.
Yeah,
we're working on it.
Oh yeah. I don't. I'm like my only
beta went so
concern is, like,
smoothly. Transition.
One of my concerns is like exclusivity of a lot of the units. Then on old Battle Nations, if you missed it, it's like it never come back pretty much.
Like, what units are you talking about?
Because I know like a lot of units like
promotional
neck troopers, like they'd be only available for like a weekend and then be gone. And if you never got any that during that time, they never freaking came back. You know,
like the neck troopers, they're like limited.
Promotional units.
Yeah, I mean, this is like one of those game design trends that sort of was popular like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not super popular now. If you look at like a lot of the new games, they don't have like exclusive units anymore.
You mean like a gacha system?
No, I'm talking about the like, you know, like how some of the units were just like straight up like you can only get them for so long. Like you only had like they were available for nanos and then they never came back. That was just annoying.
Well, they did come
I
back
wanted
eventually.
more of a unit I had, and I'm like, it never came back. So I'm like, you couldn't get any more.
They came back towards the end of the game,
yeah.
and people really, really hated that, right? Because you had people that tried really, really hard to get them when they were exclusive, and then all of a sudden there were these vaults that you can get, you know, the units that were previously exclusive to some event.
Right.
The people who got those units were really, really upset. So in my opinion, and this is my personal opinion, it's not a Madrona thing, right? In my opinion, we shouldn't have exclusive units, you know, that are like exclusive to an event in time. It's really not fair to people that joined afterwards. For example, like remember RuneScape had, you know, party hats that you could trade, and that was like the first Christmas item, right? And those party hats dominated the economy. They were like
millions,
billions, trillion. Like it was insane, right? It was like that you could sell an account with a party hat or just a party hat in real life for thousands of dollars, right? And then what happened? RuneScape was like, well, now when you get your, you know, special event items, they're non-tradable, and they don't do anything. So not only are they only cosmetic, but you can't trade them anymore. So that kind of removes it from the economy and wrecking the whole economy. But also because they don't do anything like in the game, it's not super desirable, right? It's more of like a clout thing. Like, hey, look at me! I have this decoration that, you know, is limited time. The problem with like
I do recall that.
What's that?
I do recall that.
Yeah, the problem with Battle Nations is that the units that are limited time only are also really, really good. So
Yeah. Well, luckily now you guys are starting with a clean slate, so you don't have to worry about that shit. You can fix it at the beginning.
Well, kinda.
I mean, it's one of those things.
We already have
where-
Plasma Mammoth and Diamond Tank confirmed exclusive units, so.
That's true.
Yeah, but they're not exclusive, like for a single event, like in a single weekend or whatever, right? People have
Yeah, this has been here for a long time.
like what, a year to
year.
get.
I'm getting to it, going toward a year and a half.
Yeah,
Well,
but still,
I mean,
if those units are like game-breakingly good, then we have a problem, right? Like,
Oh yeah. Legendary,
So,
a lot of
that's
legendary
why-
stuff only was there for like 2 days, and then would go away, or a couple days.
Yeah, that just seems really like bad design to me. It's what it is. It's short-sighted, right? Because you want a lot of active players in a certain time just to get people to spend nanopods right now, so that you can get a lot of income this month. Let's say your end of quarter's coming up. It's time for your quarterly review with the stockholders, right? You as a manager are incentivized to do this in order to get people spending nanos now, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize. I had like 4 of the legendary sandworm units, and that was only available for 1 day apparently. I didn't realize. I love that thing.
Yeah. It's the same with any sale that happens, like McDonald's coming out with their toys and the Happy Meals, right? Limited time only. Why do they do that? They do that so people go to McDonald's now. Not I'll go eventually, but do it now, right? It's short-sighted, but it's a very, very effective marketing tactic. And
yeah, it's not a bad marketing tactic though. I think it's fine as long as you have comparable units in the future.
well, the problem is like it's a tiny blow to the integrity of the game, though, right? And if you do that too many times, if you just like cut the game with enough of these like tiny integrity blows, eventually the whole game suffers and players just leave. So you can do that a couple of times, but
sure.
Yeah, I think probably just a good solution is just rotating shit.
Okay, here's your
Rotating stuff, I guess.
personal opinion. What about arena units and boss strike? What do you think about those like units then?
I think that's fine because you're rewarding skill with something that anybody can get if they try hard enough. It's a little bit iffy if like you need a lot of nanopods to do it. I don't know. It's a gray area to me. There's a way to do it right. There's a way to do it wrong.
Yeah, I like the idea of having them, but I feel like there's still going to be a lot of people whining about it. As there's people today that were whining about it back then. Just because I'm not a top player, I can't get that unit. Or
yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. I think if the only difference is the time that somebody's put into the game, then I think it's okay to make people who put in a lot of time, have things that people who don't put in a lot of time, don't have. It's when you start forcing people to spend money that it becomes a little less fair,
Okay, yeah. Okay, I was just trying to understand the philosophy of what you're arguing.
But it's definitely
I'm okay
something
with
that's a little bit misaligned. Like companies, are incentivized to make a profit, and they're often incentivized, not even like incentivized, they're forced to make decisions that will increase, the stock value in the short term because of, in the U.S. you have a fiduciary duty to your stockholders. So some of these decisions are like literally legal, right? Like it's like if you have 2 different courses of action to go, and one earns a whole bunch of money for the stockholders and one doesn't, like legally you kind of have to go to the option that gives people, the stockholders, money. And I feel like that's why it's good to have really informed stockholders who can kind of see the long term a little bit, better. And that's, that's on Madrona, right? Like they have to make sure that, they walk that balance well.
Yeah, try not to
Agreed.
get too much short-term benefit.
Yeah.
I've also said that a bunch on my stream as well, that they should look in the long term for sure. They should prioritize that.
Yeah, but we get level 150 by the end of it. 140. I don't know. I might be able to get to some space shit.
Go ahead, Boris. What were you saying?
Eventually.
No, I was just like, people blame companies for some of this stuff, but sometimes, even the companies really don't have a lot
You need to
of
make
control.
money.
Yeah.
It's the main thing.
I wonder if that's a U.S. thing or if that's true like globally, like having a fiduciary duty to your stockholders.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, people forget that sometimes, but it's a huge driver of decision making.
What's Madrona's investors?
Us.
Alex and Andrew.
The Patreons?
I mean, Madrona is a real company, right? I think that's the details of the company are more or less public. You can look it up.
Oh, it is. Okay, I thought it's like a fan-made company.
No, it's an LLC now. That's how they sue for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a fan-made company in the sense that the people who started the company were originally fans of Battle Nations before they were business leaders, right?
Yeah.
But Madrona's a real company now, so whatever baggage comes with that, it's not just a couple of guys in the basement who are just
Yeah.
Would you guys ever I mean, I guess once it gets bigger, would you guys ever consider selling Madrona? Or I guess whoever is in charge of it?
Yeah, that's another one of those things that, like, if you look at the law, sometimes leaders don't have a choice, right? Like, for example, if some big video game company came to Madrona and said, "We're going to give you like $1 trillion for the, for you to like give us the company and Battle Nations," I don't think legally. I mean, there's different legal frameworks and whatever, but like, there's a huge argument for not being able to decline something like that because of the fiduciary duty to stockholders, right? It might even like come down to a vote. Like, I don't know the laws about that. I just kind of vaguely know about this, so I might be spewing bullshit. But I think a lot of times you don't really have much of a choice to decline an offer if it's really good. Which is probably how Elon was able to buy Twitter, right? Like, even though Twitter was ideologically opposed to Elon because of, the legal stuff surrounding, getting a really good offer and having a duty to your stockholders, I think they had no choice.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think fundamentally Twitter hated Elon for its censorship of speech, and that's not what Twitter, or quote unquote Twitter represented. But because Elon is just made up money and can buy whatever he wants to, just says, "Hey, I don't care about your guys' ideology. I mean, I'm going to buy your voice," essentially.
Ooh. Yeah. I gotta go for a sec.
Yeah.
Kisses. I wish Elon wasn't my daddy, though.
How the frick would you do that?
Mr. Tesla owner, huh?
No, Teslas are stupid.
I actually like Teslas, bro. Come on.
I never actually used that one unit from the last ball strike. What is that mech thing? I kind of want to try it. I really want it for some reason.
Mech thing from the last boss strike? What are you talking about?
Mechanical tank.
Oh, the mech tank. Yeah, that one was good.
Wasn't that one of the best units you could get or something?
Yep.
I don't know. That's
It was at the end of its lifespan. At the end of the lifespan, though.
Yeah.
End of being that lifespan. When did it being officially shut down? I forgot. It was in 2016, but I don't know what month.
I think September.
2 bars. Yes. Give me everything.
Because I remember getting the anti-gravity tank. I don't remember getting the mechanical tank, and then I just kind of dropped it. I dropped it like early, because I dropped the game early 2016. Because I just like kind of saw the writing on the wall. I saw the writing on the wall, and I'm like, I'm out of here.
The game got a bit boring. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I mean, shit. Did they just start doing?
Towards the end,
doing shit.
They just weren't. They stopped innovating.
The loot box, the loot things, or it's called what they call it, the vaults.
Yeah.
And it just pissed me off.
What is it? 8 gears to upgrade to rank 4.
You're right. They should raise it. Yeah.
No. This is just where I start getting impatient, and then I start spending a lot of money on nanopods.
Not to buy gears. I wouldn't recommend.
Boris.
Speed up your upgrades, maybe.
High dodge tank Boris. HD.
He said he was going to be gone for a bit.
I want pancake tank really bad. I don't know why.
Oh, that's gonna take forever.
Someone saying.
My God.
Thanks. Psycho? I don't know.
What?
Somebody said my name.
Oh.
Oh.
No?
Might I recommend new tank design, the HD40T Wombat? Gotta look it up. It's goofy looking. So goofy looking. Here, I'll put it in guild chat.
Second.
That freaking thing doesn't look real, man. It's supposed to be a low visibility tank. A stealth tank almost. They were really big into trying to do stealth shit in the FCS program. Stealth anything, man.
Should I go against the AC with R4 tank killers, or should I just go to R5?
What do you say?
Should I go against the AC with R4 tank killers? R5, okay.
There's a good chance he'll lose that.
Okay. I like to
actually, you might be, you might have a good chance with your.
I beat with R3. Or does he have?
I was going to say I have supers that are. I think they're R3.
Do you have 4 of them?
I have 5.
Oh, no, you're fine then. Just put it up like a two on left, 2 on right kind of thing in front, and then tank kills behind them.
I would say do 3 supers and 5 tank killers.
In what formation? Oh, I think I see what you mean. I can already see the formation right now in my head.
Yeah. All you have to do is shoot.
I'll show you real quick. I know what I know what formation to use. I can find something to
give me knowledge.
I need to find something that I can put the formation up real quick. I don't think Trunks has enough. I killed all my units. That's enough. That's enough. I assume like this. Well, one more tank killer, just like, and one in the middle right here, and just attack with the 2 in front, and then back.
No, I just actually line behind the super, and then shoot the rock ones.
Nah,
no,
you can
both
reach
behind
it
the super.
If you can reach it with all these, but you might just.
Yeah, I guess if you.
Ooh, does the swipe attack reach the second row?
Yes.
So okay.